Welcome. We're glad you are here. My name is Karen Gans, and I'm the Training and Technical Assistance Manager with the ECEAP program at the Department of Early Learning. This is the first webinar in a four-part series geared toward early achiever coaches who work with ECEAP-funded sites or classrooms. All of the webinars in this series are intended for early achievers coaches supporting ECEAP sites. Our hope is that you'll be able to view this webinar series prior to attending an Early Achiever Coach training presented by the University of Washington's Child Care Quality and Early Learning, or CEQUAL program. However, if you have already participated in an EA Coach training, then you will still be able to benefit from the webinars in this series. This first webinar will provide a broad overview of ECEAP that includes information about the structure of the Department of Early Learning and ECEAP, comprehensive services, and information about the pre-K specialist assigned to work with ECEAP contractors. All coaches are welcome to attend this training. However, if you have a deep understanding of ECEAP or have attended new director orientation webinars, Part 1 is optional for you. The second webinar in this series will cover early achievers, the quality standards, early achiever pathways, and timelines. Again, any coach is welcome to attend this broad overview. If you attended the Early Achievers Orientation webinar as a director, the hybrid project webinars, or feel confident in your knowledge of the Early Achievers system, this training could be a review and is optional for you. The third webinar will cover coach roles and available resources. This webinar is required for all coaches. And then the fourth webinar in this series will cover the WELS system and data entry requirements. This webinar is also required for all coaches. All right, let's get started. I'm going to begin by providing a quick overview of the Department of Early Learning and highlight some of the programs that DEL offers. The director of the Department of Early Learning is Ross Hunter. DEL has four main areas of work. I'll start on the left with the Quality Practice and Professional Growth Division, or QPPG division. As you can see, ECEAP is in the QPPG division, aligning with early achievers and other quality efforts. So our PK through third grade alignment and WA Kids work is within QPPG, as well as early achievers, our professional development work, and ECEAP. Next is where our deputy director and who's also the CCDF co-administrator work is outlined. So this section of work is in charge of rulemaking, working connections, child care policy and subsidy, and negotiated rulemaking. Licensing and oversight is where includes licensing, background checks, and the alignment work that is currently happening at the Department of Early Learning. And then on the far right is partnerships and collaboration. And in this division, we have Strengthening Families Washington, the ECEAP program, the home visiting work, the Head Start State Collaboration Office, and the Healthiest Next Generation program, as well as others that are listed here that I did not mention. Other areas of work at the Department of Early Learning also include communications, human resources, our financial office, and the ET division. All of these divisions listed on the bottom support the ongoing work at the Department of Early Learning. So now I'll talk a little bit about what ECEAP is. So ECEAP is overseen by the Department of Early Learning, and it is Washington's pre-kindergarten program that prepares 3- and 4-year-old children from low-income families for success in school and in life. A little history about ECEAP includes the fact that in 1985, the state legislature established this comprehensive pre-kindergarten program, and they called it the Early Childhood Education and Assistance Program, or ECEAP, to support the healthy development and future success of low-income 3- and 4-year-old children. Recommended by the Washington Business Roundtable and shepherded into existence by former Governor Bruce Gardner, Washington created one of the first state-funded pre-kindergarten programs in the nation. By 1987, ECEAP was funded with 1,000 slots for children and families. Today, ECEAP programs are designed to fit local needs while meeting the ECEAP performance standards. When programs receive funding from the Department of Early Learning to implement ECEAP services, that program is called an ECEAP contractor. Contractors include school districts, educational service districts, local governments, county agencies, nonprofit organizations, Head Start grantees, community colleges, child care centers, and family home child care providers. Contractors receive funding and technical assistance from the state ECEAP office. As a coach, you too are eligible for technical assistance with the pre-K specialist that works with your ECEAP program. As a coach, some of the sites that you will work with are considered direct service sites, while others are considered subcontracted sites. At direct service sites, most often, the classroom staff are paid by the contractor. At subcontracted sites, the classroom staff are most often paid by a separate organization or entity. ECEAP contractors are responsible for the monitoring of all ECEAP locations and services, regardless of whether the site is subcontracted or a direct service site. As an early achievers coach, you will provide the same coaching services to all of the ECEAP sites and classrooms that you support, regardless of the service model. ECEAP contractors are required to follow requirements outlined in the contract and the performance standards, and these can be found on the Department of Early Learning website. So I'm going to take a moment to talk a little more in depth about who ECEAP contractors are. So beginning in 2015-16, ECEAP was funded by the legislature for 11,691 slots for children and families. Currently, there are 56 contractors that provide ECEAP services in the state. There are more than 180 subcontractors, more than 350 sites, and more than 800 classrooms. ECEAP is provided in 37 of the 39 counties in our state, and Head Start provides services in the 2 counties where ECEAP is not provided. The goals of ECEAP are to provide a comprehensive pre-kindergarten program that integrates education, family support, and health services. Another goal is to foster the development of the whole child and enhance opportunities for success in school and life. A third goal is to focus on parent and family strengths and support each parent as their child's first and most important teacher and provider of safety, loving care, and stability. And a fourth goal is to honor each family's culture and language and ensure culturally relevant services. So now I'm going to take a moment and talk a little more in depth about ECEAP comprehensive services and what that means. ECEAP provides integrated, high-quality preschool education, family support, parent involvement, and health and nutrition services. This comprehensive or whole child approach is based on well-researched programs that actually save states money by reducing special education and criminal justice costs and increase high school graduation rates and future employment prospects. Washington State is one of the few state-funded pre-K programs with comprehensive services. Comprehensive services refers to a range of services that help children succeed in school and in life. In ECEAP, these services include health coordination services. And some of the kinds of services that you would find within health coordination include health screening, ensuring that children and families have medical and dental homes. And if they don't have medical or dental homes and they don't have current health screenings, it's making sure that they have access to and then are provided, health screenings, and then medical and dental homes. Working with families to make sure that medical and dental exams and screenings are up to date. Giving children opportunities to practice hand washing, toothbrushing, and having physical activity every day when they're in an ECEAP classroom. Providing nutritious meals, and working with families on any needed health referrals. The second part of comprehensive services with ECEAP is family partnerships. These partnerships include engaging parents and guardians in many levels of program activities, as well as supporting the development of the whole family. This includes partnering with parents in a strength-based approach to assess the family's unique strengths and needs. Programs provide family visits that support the goals that families set. Programs also increase the family's knowledge of supports and strategies that help increase family self-sufficiency. Parents have the opportunity to receive parent education inside and outside of their child's classroom, and they also have the chance to learn about leadership and then they're provided with leadership opportunities in ECEAP programs. And then the third area of comprehensive services is the early childhood education area. And in ECEAP, classrooms support the development of the whole child. They provide physical, motor, cognitive, language, and social and emotional development for each child. In addition, they provide developmentally appropriate curriculum to support kindergarten readiness, and this curriculum is informed by child assessment and family input. ECEAP classrooms provide rich learning environments that reflect the daily life, family culture, and language of enrolled children. In addition, they provide positive adult-child interactions where regular monitoring and feedback occur. ECEAP staff complete observations, whole child assessments, and then share this information with each child's family throughout the year with periodic parent-teacher conferences. As an Early Achievers coach, you'll be mostly focused on the education services component of this comprehensive services or whole child approach. The Early Achievers focus that you have with classroom staff will strengthen all of the education requirements in the performance standards, as well as strengthening their understanding and implementation of Early Achievers. Now I'm going to take a moment and talk about the different ECEAP models that are offered around the state. As you can see, there are currently 3 models of service that ECEAP can provide to meet the needs of families and communities. I'll start on the left with the Part Day models. So child slots are awarded prior to 2015, required a minimum of 2.5 hours per day, 320 hours per year, spread over 30 weeks. Contractors who received expansion in 2015 or later provide a minimum of 3 hours per class session, 360 hours per year spread out over 30 weeks. So as a coach, you could very likely provide coaching supports to a classroom that provides ECEAP for 3 hours per day, and you could provide coaching supports to a classroom that provides 2.5 hours per day. Both of them are correct, and the number of hours they provide services is dependent on when they received funding. In the middle, we have full day. So in 2014, a full day model was created. These sites provide services an average of 6 hours per day, so 5.5 to 6.5, a minimum of 1,000 hours per year, and at least 4 days per week. And then on the right, we have extended day, And in 2014, an extended day model was also created. And extended day models provide services 10 or more hours per day, 5 days per week, and operate year-round. And extended day sites are all licensed sites. Now I'm going to take a moment and talk a little bit about the ECEAP team. Here's our org chart. So in the large red box towards the top is our current pre-K 3 ECEAP administrator, and this is Susan Kavanaugh, who has temporarily stepped in to help us as we transition to a new administrator. Susan oversees Joyce Kilmer, who is our data analyst. She's there in the orange box. And Joyce oversees the data team and then our ECEAP program coordinator. The data team supports ECEAP contractor staff with questions that come up around the early learning management or ELM system that contractor staff are required to enter data into. They also provide data support around desktop monitoring. And then the ECEAP program coordinator works with development of contracts and our requests for proposals. In the middle, here we have Karen Healy. She's the monitoring and oversight manager. She's in the green box. And Karen is, her monitoring and oversight role really, she's looking at the on-site visits and the desktop monitoring that pre-K specialists will complete in their work with contractors. In addition, she's also working in partnership with myself, Karen Gans, the Training and Technical Assistance Manager there in the purple box, to make sure that technical assistance supports are being provided to contractors as well. So in my role as the Training and Technical Assistance Manager, I'm really focused on coaching and the family support pilots that we have and any training and technical assistance supports that we can offer, such as new director training and coach orientation. So on the left, you'll see in the purple boxes are some of our pre-K specialists. The other pre-K specialists are at the bottom of the page in some of the green boxes on the bottom there. So even though the pre-K specialists are supervised by 2 different people, they all have the same job responsibilities. Pre-K specialists are the one point of contact for ECEAP contractors. They provide technical assistance about the performance standards, the ECEAP contract, and for coaches to help with training resources, requirements, and any questions that they may have as well. You can see we have 2 open positions that we're hoping to have filled soon, and as soon as those are filled, we'll update the org chart for our team and post that on the website. So now we're going to take a look at contractor assignments for the 2015-16 school year. We've color-coded them this year. And you can see that the contractors that Kelly DeBoer works with are listed in light blue. And Peggy Brown has contractors listed in orange. Carrie Beamer is in pink, and Tracy Kenny is in green. And then the rest of our specialists and ECEAP contractor sites are listed on this page with Nicole, Julie, Leah, and Sue. So now I'm going to have us take a moment and get a chance to see who the pre-K specialists are that work with programs and provide you with contact information for them. I'm going to start with Leah. Leah was listed earlier in red and works mostly with contractors located in the southwest area of the state. Julie was listed earlier in dark blue and works mostly with contractors located in the south central area of the state. Peggy, who's listed at the top here. Earlier, she was listed in orange, and she works mostly with contractors located on the peninsula and South Sound part of the state. Sue is listed in yellow and works mostly with contractors located in the greater Seattle area. And then we have Carrie and Kelly. Earlier, Kelly was listed in pink and works with contractors mostly located in the north central part of the state. And Kelly was listed in light blue and works with contractors who are mostly located in the northwest area of the state. And then our last two specialists are Nicole and Tracy. And Nicole was listed in purple earlier. She works with contractors who are mostly located in the southeast area of the state. And Tracy was listed in green, and she works with contractors mostly located in the northeast area of the state. We've included email addresses for you to be able to email your questions to pre-K specialists. Don't hesitate to contact a pre-K specialist if you have questions about coaching. You can also contact ECEAP at the email address listed above, or you can contact myself at the second email that's listed on this page. This completes the first webinar in our orientation series. Thank you so much for attending, and have a great day.